I'm putting the playlist in the chat box, so go ahead and get it started right now if you want to use music. Just lie back, close the eyes, relax the shoulders, relax the face, the tongue, the jaws. See if you can find some stillness, no more fidgeting, just be right here, settling into the body and the breath. And in your lying down position, your feet can be wide, your feet could be together like butterfly, just whatever is the most comfortable position for you on your back. Starting and ending in Shavasana today, with the intention of hope. So maybe thinking about what that means for you, or choosing your own intention for the next 60 minutes. Mr. Rogers said, when I was a boy and I would see scary things on the news, my mother would say to me, look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping. Let's take 2 big breaths into that. And exhale to sigh it out, let it go. One more big breath on your back. And just sigh it out. And again, if you want to use music, have that playlist going, just feeling the music and flowing your breath one more time. In and out the nose this time, in through the nose and out through the nose. And then from your back, let your upper body, your head, your neck, your shoulders stay relaxed. Just draw your right leg to the left. So sweep it over close to the floor. If you have people or tables or chairs in the way, maybe bend the knee slightly and just reach the knee, the toe up to the left side of the body and then bring it back down, and do that with the left leg. So left leg sweeps, glides to the right. Maybe it's straight, maybe it needs to bend a lot or a little. And your hips will just gently move. Your shoulder blades might lift up a little bit. Eyes can stay closed. Head and neck can sway side to side or be still. Just moving at your own pace. Maybe matching with the breath. Knowing this practice is for you, so you can always slow down or find a child's pose. Let's take one more on each side. Really reach that leg up and over. Other side, up and over. And then give yourself a hug. Draw the knees into the chest. Bring your hands, your palms to your kneecaps and make some big circles, opening up the hip joint a little more. Maybe the legs are going in opposite directions or the same direction. Whichever way you're going, just switch it up a little bit. Reversing. Feeling the sacrum massage. And then gently release the hands to the side again. Soles of the feet as wide as the mat. Knees are bent, and slowly, gently glide the knees to the left, center, and right, center. Just letting the legs float and fall. Again, your head could turn side to side. You could have the eyes closed. Following your breath, slowing down the nervous system. And again, let's take one more to each side, floating legs left and right. And then again, draw the knees into your chest. This time, wrap your hands around your shins. Bring your forehead to your knees. Get as tight and tiny as you can. Really squeeze everything in. And then exhale, just release it all the way into a Shavasana. Arms and legs lay out. Take a breath. And let's do that 2 more times. So draw the knees in. Maybe your hands even reach your feet. Draw your forehead to the knees. Really tight and tiny, the littlest ball you can. Inhale. And exhale to open up Shavasana. One more time. Really exaggerate each motion. Squeeze tight, tiny. And then release. Take up space. Full relaxation. Just surrender for a breath. And the next time as you're ready, draw your knees in, hands behind the thighs. Start to move side to side, forward and back. Take your time to meet in our first down dog of the practice. Maybe rolling through the fetal position and pressing up, or a little rock and roll, gathering momentum. Find your way to down dog. Probably the first dog of the day. So just spread the fingers wide, press your heels back, and keep it moving, bending left and right leg. Pedaling the feet. And then as you feel ready, find a more still down dog. Maybe the knees stay bent a lot or a little. And look to your feet. Walk your hands all the way to the back of the mat. Inchworm yourself to a forward fold at the back. Again, knees can be bent a lot or a little. Forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. Hands can brace the legs anywhere but the kneecaps. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward, head heavy. Again, crawl your fingers all the way forward. Downward facing dog. Spread all 10 fingers wide. Inhale here. Exhale, let it go. This time look to your hands, tiptoe your feet as many steps as you can. Forward fold to the top of the mat. Inchworming to your top. Head heavy. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen the spine, flat back. And exhale, fold forward. Walk your feet back. Downward facing dog. We're going to do that again and add on. So walk hands to feet. Forward fold at the back of the mat. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, fold heavy. Inhale, rise all the way to mountain. Press through your feet, arms overhead. And on your next exhale, just hinge, fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift again. And exhale, crawl the hands forward, downward facing dog. One more time to the front of the mat. Walk your feet to your hands. Crawling forward. Half lift when you reach there. Exhale, let it go. Press through the feet, rise all the way to mountain. Stand tall. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to release. Walk back, downward facing dog. This time, walk your hands all the way to your feet. Rise all the way up, sweep up, mountain. Exhale, as you're ready, take your time, fold. And then once you're folded, walk your hands all the way forward through downward facing dog into plank pose. And exhale, lower the hips for cobra or upward facing dog. Open the heart, open the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, slowly lower the knees towards the earth, finding a hovering tabletop. So shins are hovering off the mat, knees are lifted just an inch. And then exhale, come all the way down to tabletop. You can keep your toes tucked. We're gonna sit back for some wrist stretches. Just untuck them whenever that feels too intense for you. From here, press your right hand in front of you, the palm of the hand open, heel of the hand pressing away. Use your index and middle finger on your left hand to draw your pinky finger back. Relax the shoulders down the back. And then move on to ring finger, middle finger, pulling it back gently, index finger. And when you get to the thumb, kind of pull it away to the side, stretching out the hand. Then use all 4 fingers on the left hand to draw all 4 fingers on the right hand back. Shake that side up. Let's go to the left hand. Press the left palm away. Relax, shoulders down the back. 2 fingers to the pinky. Ring. Middle finger. Index finger. And then thumb kind of pulls away to the side. Hands to the fingers, pull back. Now just a little air piano to kind of relax the fingers, shake that out. And arms to the sky, ball up your fingers, really grip. Find that grip strength. And then inhale, open and spread them as wide as you can. One more time, ball them up tiny and tight. Inhale, open and spread. Now let's do it faster. Close and open as fast as you can. Going a little faster. Tiring out the wrists, the arms. Keep going. You got it. Faster, faster for 3, 2, 1, shake that out. Maybe again, the air piano for those fingertips. Shoulders down the back, relax. And then one more time, reach forward like you're grabbing a door handle, imaginary door handle, and then turn as far as you can, and just pause. And then slowly turn all the way in the other direction, fullest range of motion as you can. And then relax, shake that all out. Nice work. If you had your feet tucked, kind of relax them, let it go. Spread all 10 fingers, tabletop, neutral spine. And then inhale to a cat pose, like a scared Halloween cat. Really arch the spine, exaggerating. Instead of moving into cow, we're gonna floss the shoulders. So like a scapula push-up, draw your shoulder blades to press them down. And then inhale, press back up to cow. Exhale, shoulder floss, depress the space between the shoulders. Inhale, lift. One more time into cat, pressing the tops of the feet, the shins into the mat, hands into the mat. And exhale, flossing the shoulders, sliding the scapula down your back. Now take a few rounds of traditional cat-cow. Really tuck the chin, round the spine. Inhale to tuck tailbone and gaze to the sky. Slow, slow. 2 more rounds of cat-cow. Full range of motion in the spine. Really claw the earth with your finger pads to support your wrists. We do bear weight on our wrists a lot in yoga. So you can always come to your fists or forearms to modify. Okay, neutralize the spine. Step right foot back, left foot back. Plank pose. Start to bend right knee and left knee. Just pedaling the legs here. See if you can keep your hips still and stable. Now maybe you want to go a little faster, like you're walking or jogging or running in place, but keep the shoulders and the hips stable and steady. And then pause, plank pose, hips high, down dog, take a breath. Let it go. And now walk the dog here. Again, keep it nice and slow, like you're walking in place, or maybe move a little faster, like you're sprinting, heels lifting and lowering. Relaxing the head, squaring the shoulders, then slow it down, find downward facing dog. Again, bend the knees, find hovering tabletop. Knees and shins hover off the earth. Inhale, strong through the hands. Exhale, lower the knees all the way down, tabletop. This time, keep your right leg bent, but lift it up. So 2 knees are bent, sole of the foot to the sky. Now lift the whole right leg a little higher, like you could punch a hole with your heel through the ceiling. And keep pulsing, thigh higher for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's pulse to the right. Right knee towards right elbow. Really squeeze it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now step the right foot off the mat to the right. So your toes are pointing to the right, knee over ankle. Hands stay down, just circle open the hips here. Shifting the weight through your fingers, your hands. Maybe circling in one direction and the other, or just moving side to side, forward and back. And then as you feel ready, stack shoulders over hips, roll your body up. Hands to the hips. Same thing. It might be a smaller range of motion that you have, just kind of opening up the hips here. One more breath. And then lift the toes on the right foot and slide the heel forward, straightening your right leg. Lower the hands down either to a block or spider fingers. Make sure you're not rounding your spine. Keep the space, but it's a variation of a half split. So stretching in the hamstring, draw all of your toes on the right foot towards your shin and isometrically draw your heel back towards you. It's an angled half splits. 2 more breaths. You're going to start to rebend your right knee and heel toe that foot back onto your mat. Setting yourself up for low lunge. Make sure your left knee feels supported. Arms up overhead. Relax the shoulders down your back. Exhale, hands behind the back. Interlace them. Punch the fists down to open and broaden the chest. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together. And maybe tilt your chest, your shoulder blades side to side to encourage even further opening. Torso gliding left and right. And then release the hands, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands frame the foot, step back, plank pose. Option to go through your vinyasa, either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, or skip it, meeting in down dog. From down dog, bend the knees, slowly lower, hovering tabletop. Knees off the mat, inhale. And exhale, tabletop, shins down. Left leg lifts, keeping the bend in the knee. See if your knee and your hips can be in alignment. Flex that foot, and then press that leg to the sky. Left thigh lifting, pulsing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now crunch to the left. Draw your left leg to your left elbow for 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot steps to the left side of the mat. Keeping your hands where they are. All the toes on the left foot are pointing to the left, and then just find a little bit of movement in your hips. As you feel ready, come to standing in this position. So shoulders over hips, hands to the hips. And again, might be a smaller motion here. Maybe you kind of stay in one spot if it feels a little sticky. And then pause. Start to lift the toes on your left leg and straighten the left leg. Angled half splits. Lower your hands back to the earth. Maybe they're tented up, or maybe your hands are on blocks or a book. Keep drawing your left toes towards your shin. One more breath here. Then rebend your left knee and heel toe that foot back onto the mat, finding your low lunge. Inhale, arms overhead alongside the ears, shoulders on the back, left knee over ankle. Exhale, hands behind the back. Switch the grip if you can, the unfamiliar way. Press the palms down, heart open. And maybe if that felt good, to move your chest side to side. Try that on this side again. So just the upper body is moving, hips are stable. Inhale, sweep the arms back up overhead. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. Take a vinyasa or don't, meet in downward facing dog. From down dog, right leg high, step it all the way between the hands for high lunge. You could always take low lunge again if you need more support. Right knee over ankle, inhale, arms up. Find your balance, maybe heel toe right foot more to the right. Press your left heel further back. Exhale, interlace hands behind the back. Punch down, open up. One breath here, inhale. Exhale, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, left hand plants. Right hand to the sky, roll the right shoulder back, easy twisting lunge. Keep drawing your right hip towards the midline. Inhale here. Left hand stays planted. Start to heel toe your right foot off the mat, just like where we had it before. So right toes pointing to the right. Roll your left heel to the left, so all 10 toes are pointing to the right. Exhale, hips down, reach your right hand to the back of the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, hips up, reach your right hand overhead. Either stay and hold, or take it 2 more times. Exhale as you lower, hand reaches back. Inhale as you lift. One more time, totally optional. Inhale, lift. Plant your right hand top of the mat. Untuck or come back to your left toes. Reach your right heel high. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up. Scorpion dog, roll the ankle, roll the hip, the knee. Maybe flip your dog. That's in your practice. Left hand takes the weight, right foot steps off. If you have flipped open, start to slowly come back. Let's all meet in three-legged dog. Reaching the right heel high. Inhale, shift forward, three-legged plank. Option of flow through your vinyasa here. Maybe hovering that right leg. Meet back in down dog as you're ready. From down dog, left leg lifts. Step it through, high lunge, crescent lunge. Left foot to the top of the mat. Left knee and ankle in alignment, arms up. Beautiful. Press your right heel back to straighten your right leg. Right thigh lifts. Exhale, hands behind the back. Interlace them, punch down, open the heart. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, arms back up overhead. Exhale, cartwheeling right hand inside left foot, left hand to the sky. Reach and spread the left fingertips, roll the left shoulder back. Start to heel toe your left foot off the mat to the left, walking it back so your left knee and left toes are pointing left. Right heel comes down, all 10 toes pointing to the left. Option to stay here, option to exhale, lower the hips, reach your left hand towards your right leg. Inhale, hips up, left arm over the ear. Stay in one of those positions or just flow it. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. One more time, lower and lift. Everybody, left hand plants top of the mat. Roll onto the toes of the right foot. Press through the palms, left heel high. Three-legged down dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, scorpion, fire hydrant pose. Roll the ankle, the thigh. Option to flip the dog again here. Opening heart, chest, throat to the sky. Everybody meet back in a three-legged dog. Left leg long behind you. Inhale, shift forward, shoulders over wrist, three-legged plank. Option to lower while you hover that leg, taking a vinyasa. Take your time to get to downward facing dog. Take a round of breath here, in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, right leg lifts. High lunge again, step forward. Inhale, arms up. Find your stability, and then exhale, hands to hips. We're gonna do something that's challenging for balance. So right leg stays where it is, right knee is bent. You're gonna launch off your left foot, bending the knee and draw it towards the right, like a Shiva squat, then you'll step back. Option to add the arms, reaching your arms overhead, and then reach and pull arms towards leg. That will actually help with the counterbalance. So really draw your arms back as you draw your leg in. So you can move nice and slow, deep engagement of the core, or you can start to move a little bit faster, reaching and pulling for a little more cardio. Wherever you are, let's take one more and then end up in a high lunge. So left foot back, right foot forward, arms up. Exhale, interlace hands behind the back. Punch down, tilt forward, look forward, stay here in your power lunge or launch into warrior three. Left foot lifts off. Two straight legs, squaring the hips, reaching the hands back, crown of the head forward. One more big breath here. Exhale, keep the hands left foot down, forward fold with hands clasped. Maybe bend the knees a lot or a little. Maybe sway your torso left and right. Relax the head, the face. One more big breath here. Release the grip of the hands. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Press to the feet, rise all the way. Mountain pose, arms up. Exhale, hands by the sides. Close the eyes. Slow down for 2 breaths. Stand tall, shoulders down the back. Weight evenly distributed in all corners of your feet. Next, inhale, arms up, eyes open. Exhale, hinge, fold forward. Step back, option to travel through a vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, high lunge. Step the left foot between the hands, maybe inch it forward. And inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to hips. Left foot is going to take all the weight. As you lean forward, step right knee towards left knee and reach it back. Option to add the arms, reaching the arms forward, drawing them back. That really helps me with the stability. Again, if you want to speed it up for fun, go for it. If you want to keep it slow or just hold one position. Wherever you are, let's take one more, and we meet in a high lunge, crescent lunge, arms up. Exhale, hands behind the back. Press the hands back. Lean the heart forward, tilting the chest. Look forward, pouring the weight into left leg. Right leg lifts, warrior 3. Lift the right heel higher, press the sole of the foot back. Floating and flying for one more inhale. And then exhale, forward fold, release the hands, release the foot. Shake your head around, yes and no. Relax the neck. And then inhale for a half lift, long spine, lengthen the back. Exhale, let that go. 2 more times, heart waves. Inhale, neutralize the spine. Exhale, let it go. One more half lift. And release. Plant the hands. Flow or straight to down dog or choose child's. Take a round of breath. And then as you're ready, inhale, right leg high. Step forward, warrior 2. Left heel down, left hand back, open up. Spread through the fingers. Right knee directly over the ankle. Press outside edge of left foot. One more inhale. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Stay strong in the bend, strong in the lunge. Right hand reaches up and back. Side body stretch through the right side body. And then start to cartwheel your left hand forward, but reach your right hand back. Don't touch the ground, just reach forward with left hand. And keep your right hand pulling you back. Exhale, reverse. 2 more times. Start to cartwheel forward. Left hand reaches top of the mat. Right hand keeps you lifted. Exhale, reverse warrior. One more just like that. Reach forward with the left hand. Exhale, reverse. This time, plant your left hand down. Reach your right hand to the sky. Start to heel toe your foot to the right, left heel down. Either stay here in this kickstand version or stack your feet, side plank. Keep reaching your right hand higher. Stack your shoulders, stack your hips. Inhale here. Option to exhale. Lower the hips, reach your hands to the back of the mat. Inhale, lift the hips, reach your hand overhead. Option to do that one more time. Hips down, hand down. Inhale, hips up, arm up. Beautiful. Exhale, right hand down. Step your feet hip width distance apart, plank pose. Lift your right toes, hover. Right knee towards left elbow. Step your right foot back. Cover your left toes. Left knee towards right elbow. Step it back. Keep going. Opposite knee towards opposite elbow. Keep your hips in line with your shoulders. Keep them squared and stable. If you want to go faster, like mountain climbers for cardio, go for it. Wake yourself up. Keeping it super slow will be great for your core work. Just take one more on each side. And then either a flow, a child's pose, cat-cow. Take your time to move back in downward facing dog. No hurry. We meet in down dog when you're ready. Inhale, left leg lifts, warrior two. Step left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel down. Open up the arms. Take up space. Relax the shoulders down your back. Spread through all 10 fingers. Check that your left knee's over your ankle. 2 slow breaths here. Strong, powerful warriors. And exhale, reverse it. Right hand down the right leg, left hand up and over. Inhale, start to cartwheel your right hand to the top of the mat, but left hand reaches back to keep you lifted. Exhale, reverse. 2 more times like that. Cartwheeling forward and exhaling back. Beautiful. Next time, plant your right hand down, like easy twisted lunge. Start to crawl your left foot off the mat to the left. You can keep it there for a kickstand. Right heel rolls to the right. Option to stay here, move onto your forearm or your fist to support your wrist, or stack the feet for side plank, stacking shoulders. Left hand reaches back as you lower the hips. Option to lift the hips and reach your left arm over you. One more, hips down and hips up. Left hand plants, step the feet apart. Again, option to cross opposite elbow or opposite knee to opposite elbow. Just for 3, for 2, and 1. Take it through your vinyasa, child, down dog, whatever you need. Take a few rounds of breath, maybe grab some water. We have about 8 rounds of breath, so if you want to be in child's pose, slow the breath, close the eyes. More rounds of breath. If you're in child's pose, really press through the palms, lift the forearms, and then rise yourself up through tabletop, tuck toes, downward facing dog, everybody. Inhale, right leg lifts, warrior two, step through. Open up. Inhale, reverse triangle, right leg straightens, reach up and back. And then inhale, arms up to a T. Walk your back foot in, hips to the left, reach forward and down for triangle. Maybe hand to the leg, a block, water bottle. Again, roll left shoulder back. Really spread the palm of the left hand. Relax the head of the neck. Then reach further to the ceiling with your left hand and rise yourself up to star pose. Point your toes forward, heels and toes in line. Exhale, fold forward, wide-legged fold of choice. Maybe you want to go into an inversion here, handstand, headstand. Maybe you want to walk your feet wider. Any variation of this forward fold. 4 rounds of breath. Pour a little more weight into the toes and out of the heels. If you did invert, make your way back down. Everybody crawl your hands under your chest. Inhale for a halfway lift, long spine, and then crawl your hands to the top of the mat, framing your foot, step it back. Option to go through a vinyasa. Press back to down dog as you're ready. Beautiful choices. Inhale, left leg high, warrior two. Step it through. Arms wide. Reverse triangle. Left leg straightens. Inhale, arms up to a T. Heel toe that back foot in a little bit, shorter stance. Bump hips back and reach forward and down with space. Triangle pose. You can always gaze up towards your hands or the ceiling, or just let the head and the neck relax. Notice what feels better in your body. One more breath here, rolling the shoulder back, rolling the heart back, leaning back. And then inhale, rise all the way up, star pose. Toes forward, feet parallel. Reach your right hand to your left ankle. Left hand to sky. Inhale, rise all the way back up, star pose. Other side, left hand to right ankle or shin. Inhale, lift. Again, tilt to your right or your left. Inhale, lift, left hand to right. Come on up. This time we're gonna stay over to your left leg, maybe holding your thigh or your calf, really pulling yourself, maybe bending left elbow, reaching around the back. Inhale to rise all the way up, star pose. Reach through the fingers, get spacious, and then cross the midline again. Left hand towards the right, hold and stay. Grabbing your ankle, your foot, maybe bending the right hand, right elbow. Inhale all the way up, star pose. Get big, feel the space, and then turn the toes to the front of the mat, cartwheel your hands to the top. Option to take a flow into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, warrior two. Step it forward. Once you have your alignment, release the hands behind the back, interlace them, punch down, open the chest. With that space, legs stay the same, fold forward between the legs. It's a variation of humble warrior. So instead of folding forward towards the right leg, we're just folding in between the legs. One big breath here, maybe an audible exhale or a lion's breath sticking out the tongue. And then release the hands. Left hand plants towards the middle, towards the back of the mat. Right hand to inner right thigh. Press the thigh away, press the floor away. Big stretch for the hips. And then release the hands, start to walk your hands to frame the right foot, untuck the back toes, moving into a pigeon, upright pigeon, half pigeon. So left foot, heel toes to left side of mat. letting the knee come to the right. Your shins don't have to be parallel with the mat. It could be at an angle. Make sure your left leg is straight behind you, and then just stay upright. Your right hip might be way up. That's okay. You could always slide a pillow. Just roll the shoulders back. For some of us, pigeon is really intense, not the favorite. For others who love and crave this pose, we're all going to stay for one more breath. Then roll onto your right hip, bend the left knee and bring it forward for butterfly pose. So soles of feet together, knees wide. A diamond between your legs. The further your heels are away from you, the larger the diamond, the less intense. So you choose hands to the shins or ankles, lift the heart, lift the chest. Long spine, and then slowly roll all the way to your back, keeping the legs as they are. So head, neck, shoulders release. Butterfly on the back. Keep pressing soles of feet together. Feet stay on the ground. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, close the knees. Inhale, open. Exhale, slowly lower the hips. Again, hips up, legs close. Inhale, open. Exhale, lower down. Plant the feet as wide as the mat. Knock the knees together. Close the eyes. Take a breath. And then heel toe the feet to parallel. Use your fingertips to touch your heels to measure out for bridge pose. As you're ready, inhale, hips rise. Reach the knees forward, thighs forward. Exhale, tailbone tuck, slowly lower the hips. Inhale, press through the feet to lift up. Dynamic bridge, slowly lower. You could just stay and hold bridge if you want. Let's take 2 or 3 more dynamic, lowering and lifting. Next time your hips are down, choose either soles of feet together or feet wide, knees together. Butterfly or the opposite. Close the eyes and take a breath. As you're ready, plant the feet again. This time we have one more back bend. It could be bridge again. You could always place a block or a pillow underneath you or hands under your sacrum to make it more restorative. Or wheel. Fingers face the shoulders, hands by the ears. So I'm going to talk through wheel, and the option today for wheel walks, which is fun and challenging. You could just watch it if you don't want to do it. So coming onto your crown of your head first and then pressing up. So from your back bend, some options are to straighten your legs, reaching them long. Wheel walks means you literally just walk your hands and your feet forward and back along your mats. It's a lot on the wrists, so be mindful. Another fun challenge is to go in a circle, which is really tricky because we are upside down. So you have to kind of remember which foot goes which way. Whichever back bend you're in, whether it's restorative or more active and dynamic, take 2 breaths and then slowly make your way out of it. Coming all the way back down to your back, 1 vertebra at a time. Feet as wide as the mats, and then let the knees float left and right. Just like we started for the warm-up. Slow down the body. Return to your breath. Close the eyes. One more time to each side. And then draw the knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. And extend your knees over your hips. So your knees are at 90 degrees. Flex your feet and press the balls of your feet away from you to really engage your leg. Extend your right leg long. And then rebend it. Extend your left leg long. Rebend it. Keep going. It's a bit of core work. Make sure your lower back's pressing into the mat, so you may need to tuck your tailbone a little. Feel it a little bit deeper. I'm doing it here with you. You got it. We usually get core done at the beginning of practice, but we're gonna do it right now so we're strong for our last couple standing sequences. Okay, now changing the option to tap your toe and then lift your shin. So just tap one toe and then the other. Knees come back together. Maybe you play with tapping both toes and lifting the shins. One at a time. Keep breathing. Just take one more on each side or two more if you're doing both feet. And then from here, left leg to the sky, cross right ankle over left thigh, like a figure four. But we're gonna add a little core. So you're gonna see if you can lift your lower back like you're going into a shoulder stand and lift the sole of your foot to the sky. Lift up. You can use your hands to press, and it might be really subtle, and then you'll just switch sides. So left ankle over right, lift your lower back. It might not lift much, but you'll probably feel it in your obliques. Just keep switching side to side, crossing opposite leg over opposite thigh. Nice, you got it. Couple more. Maybe one more on each side. You can hear it in my voice, it is work. Last one. And then left leg to the ceiling, right leg hovers off the earth. Reach your right hand to left leg. And switch, left leg down, right leg to the sky. Reach and cross, opposite hand to opposite leg. Slow, long-legged bicycles, shoulder blades lifting. Beautiful. You've got it. Last three. Last two. Last one. Full body stretch. Arms overhead, toes reach. And then give yourself a hug. Find your way into down dog. Maybe moving through rock and roll vinyasa, rolling to the fetal position, cat cow. Take your time. We meet in down dog. Two rounds of breath when you reach down dog. We have the second side of that. From down dog, left leg lifts, warrior two. Step all the way through. Arms wide. And then just release the hands behind the back. Interlace the hands. Punch them down, open chest. Strong in the legs, just fold forward, torso between the legs. One more big breath, maybe it's audible, sighing it out. Then hands release, left hand to inner left thigh, right hand more towards the middle back of the mat, pressing the thigh away, pressing the mat away. Maybe starting to straighten both arms. And then walk the hands to frame the left foot, heel toe left foot into pigeon. So left toes to the right side of the mat, left knee comes down. Reach the right leg back behind you and stay upright. Half pigeon with the chest lifted. One more inhale. Let your left hip come down. Come into butterfly pose. Different variation on this side. Just soles of the feet together. Lift the heart. Ground through the tailbone. Broaden through the collarbones. And then plant the soles of the feet. Knees are bent. Hands behind you. Either facing fingers towards your body or to the side. Press to the feet. Inhale. Reverse table. Head back. Imagine there's a block you're squeezing between your thighs. Exhale, slowly lower. Hands along the shins. Draw yourself in, forehead to knee. And release. One more time. Same thing, or legs long for reverse plank. Inhale, press through the palms, lift up. Exhale, slowly come on down. Legs long in front of you. Sit up tall, shoulders over hips. Let your left heel be heavy. Ground the left heel into the mat And then lift your whole right leg. Lift your toes to the sky. Peel up your shin, your calf, your thigh, and then release it. Let it be heavy. Shake that right side out. Right leg is going to stay on the earth. This time, left leg's going to lift. Maybe it's just hovering a millimeter off the earth. You got it. Left toes to the sky. And let it go. Shake it out. Bend the knees. Make your way to down dog. We have one more little sequence before we're on our backs. Down dog. Inhale, look forward, shift forward to plank, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, back, down dog. 2 more times like that. Inhale, flow and look forward, plank. Exhale, heels back, hips high, down dog. Again, on your inhale, find plank pose. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. This time, find plank, hold. Lift your right leg, right knee towards left elbow. Start to straighten your leg. Outside edge of foot comes to the earth. Left heel comes down. Right hand's the base. Left hand lifts. Fallen star, fallen triangle. Option to play with trying to lift your right leg. Maybe hover it just a tiny bit off the mat. If you lifted it lower, left hand down. We're going to spin all the way in the other direction. 2 side planks. So left heel lifts. Slide your right leg up and over. Left heel comes to the left. Stacking your feet, lifting right hand high. Any variation of side plank. Option to move into wild thing. Lift and hover your right leg. Bend the knee. Step off the mat. A little bit like flipping the dog. Wild thing. Everybody, make your way back to plank pose. Option for Vinyasa or straight into down dog before we move to the second last side of movement, of intense movement in the practice. And we have more passive poses. From down dog, inhale, look forward, plank. Exhale, dog. This time, inhale, forward, plank and hold. Left toes lift and hover. Left knee crosses the body towards the right. Start to straighten your leg, fallen star, right heel down. Left hand is the base, right hand up. Lift the hips, lift the heart. Maybe lift your left leg off the earth, and then left leg plants, right hand plants. Right toes back to the mat, heel lifted. Slide the left leg all the way over and through. Rolling right heel down. Any variation of your side plank. Option to hover your left foot off the right. Bend the knee, heel towards glute, and step the sole of the foot back. Opening the heart a little more. Everybody come on down, 2 feet, 2 hands on the mat. Last flow of practice, totally optional. Find your final down dog of the practice. And from your final down dog, bend the knees, slowly lower. Last hovering tabletop, shins and knees over the earth. Exhale, table. Cat-cow, close the eyes. Really slow, maybe a side cat-cow, maybe hula hooping the ribs, the torso. Whatever you need here to wash out the spine and that your beautiful standing sequence. As you are ready, finish up your cat-cow. Pause in tabletop and find yourself on your back. Get to your back as gently, as gracefully as you can. Give yourself a huge hug. You've worked hard. Let your arms go long. And then gently float your knees to the right, but keep them hovering, thighs off the mat. Inhale, knees to center. Let the legs float to the left. Inhale, center. Couple more times. Using your obliques to draw your knees back to center without letting them touch the earth. Beautiful work. One more on each side. And then when you feel ready, next time your knees are to the right, let them fall. Maybe take eagle crossing of the legs. Turn your head to the left, close the eyes. Breathe into your spinal twist, wringing out the spine, detoxifying. And then slowly, knees back to center. And let them float to the left. If you took a cross of the legs, take it on this side. Head turns to the right. One more breath. Roll on back. Find happy baby. Knees bent, soles of the feet to the ceiling. Bring your hands to your feet and pull your feet down, your knees down. Last pose before slipping into Shavasana, maybe rolling side to side, fluttering the lips, straightening one leg and the other. Taking just a couple final breaths before we all surrender in final resting pose. And before you slide into Shavasana, give yourself a huge hug. Bring your knees and your forehead to each other. Squeeze your legs tight. Inhale to constrict everything. And then exhale to let go. Take up space, open up. You've arrived in corpse pose. Give yourself this time to do nothing at all. At least stay for 2 minutes. I'll give you a few more and I'll guide you out when it's time.
Take your time. If you would like to stay in Shavasana, by all means, stay as long as you can. If you need to continue your day, make really minute movements in the body. And over the course of the next 10 to 20 rounds of slow breath, find the fetal position and then find a comfortable seat. Aristotle says, hope is a waking dream. And there's an African proverb that says, hope does not disappoint. Find your way to a comfortable seat for a closing breath. Sit up tall, roll the shoulders back, feel the space in your heart. And as you're ready, exhale, let everything out. Inhale to fill up, and exhale to let it go. Thank you all for practicing.